once again, it's me, wearing the same clothes, filming on the same day, literally like a few minutes after I filmed the other review of the Daughter of the Smoke and Bone trilogy, which, if you haven't checked out yet, you should check it out right now, after you watch this video, of course, because don't you want to see another review? Which, if you didn't know already, is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, which I'm about to get into, so let's just get started. But yeah, guys, so basically the way I'm going to start this review is, first, I'm going to tell you what this beautiful book is about. So, let's begin. So basically, The Wrath and the Dawn is based off of The Tale of 1001 Nights, and that is based in, like, the Arabian times with, like, basically Aladdin, and yeah, that kind of time period, that kind of setting and stuff. Okay, so this book is based off of one of the stories, The Tales of Scheherazade, and I'm pretty sure that's a story. I was in a musical for it, like, a long time ago, and I think that musical was based off the story. If it's not, you can correct me down in the comments below, and then we'll get it straight. But basically, this story is about a girl named Scheherazade, and she volunteers herself as the king's new bride. And basically, the story behind the king is is it really called a king? I don't think it's called a king. Caliph. Wow. Caliph of Khorasan. Okay. Just continuing. Basically, this Caliph, he's basically like a king. He marries a new bride every morning. And then during the night of that same day, he will have the girl killed, like hanged. I don't know why I did that. Hanged. And then he'll marry a girl the next day. And it's basically been going on that way for, I don't think it's even been a year. I don't really remember every single specific aspect because I did read this book in like November or October, one of those. And I've read so many books since then. Scheherazade volunteers herself to be married to him after she loses her best friend, who was taken from her home to marry him. And her best friend got killed. So, yeah. Basically, the whole premise of this is now she's, you know, she's gonna be the next, oh gosh, I can't do it. She's gonna be the next wife, and she's gonna be the next one to be killed. But, here's the catch. The thing with the Caliph is not everything is as it seems, and he may not actually be the killer that the entire, what do we call the country? The entire kingdom, let's just go with kingdom. The entire kingdom or town or whatever thinks of him to be. So yeah, that was my very rough explanation of what this book about, and now we're just going to move on to the review. So I think I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars or a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't really remember, and once again we're on my phone filming, so I can't look it up right now. But basically, The Wrath and the Dawn was one of the best books that I read this year. I put it in my top 15 books of 2015. If you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out after this review, as well as the Daughter of the Smoke and Bone review. Look at me. Okay. Continuing with this book. I really loved the premise of the whole retelling of the Tales of Scheherazade and that whole aspect. There's also a magical aspect in this book, which is really awesome. Now, my only thing about this book is the magical aspect hasn't really taken, like, it's kind of taken a back, what's it called, like, it hasn't been the major part or aspect. I'm using aspects so many times. It hasn't been the major thing of this book. What's really focused is the Caliph and his true feelings, and Shehrazade's true feelings, and there's also a love triangle that kind of goes on, which love triangles are never really my favorite, although it does make a nice kind of controversy with the whole team so-and-so and team so-and-so, and yeah. Not talking about Twilight, but that's kind of where it all started with the love triangle. But anyway, basically, the magic isn't really a major thing in this book, but I think in the second book, because this is a series now, In the second book, it does probably take a larger toll or larger role. That's what I'm looking for. A role. It takes a larger and bigger role in the second book, I'm sure, because shit goes down in this book, and then I think magic is definitely going to be, yep. But anyway, guys, I really loved the characters that were in this book. There are a lot of books that I have read this year where I love the characters. The thing is, I really just loved the world. Getting to know this world of Scheherazade and her past and what happened in her past and just everything. Now, we haven't quite understood I haven't gotten to quite understand every motive of the Caliph, of Khorasan, although Khalid, that's his real name, Khalid. Wow. I love Khalid. I ship Scheherazade. Wow. I ship Scheherazade and Khalid so hard right now, and I really hope everything goes well for them in the second book, because if it doesn't, I will cry. And ooh. But yeah, guys, so that was a kind of short review for this one. I don't really have much to say about this. It was just a really awesome book. The cover is gorgeous inside and out, and the plot was amazing. I love how it really kept to the story, but it had its own twist on to make it a retelling. And yeah, it was just a really, really awesome book. There was a few action parts that were really awesome. Scheherazade is amazing. And the sarcastic moments, the somewhat funny moments, it was just, yeah, it was just really great and a really good book to read this year. Alright guys, so if you haven't read this book yet, I highly recommend that you do. Pick it up before the second book comes out, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. So it was a lot easier than Daughter Smoke and Bone. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.